Okay. I think everything is set up. Yep, we're live. Okay. Thank goodness. It took me forever to set everything up. Let's just get into the main cutscene before anything else fails. Yeah, let's go with that. Turn on wireless controller vibration setting? Not at all. I hate vibration settings, especially when you're playing on a PC and your desk, you leave your controller on your desk and it vibrates and then your microphone catches it and it's just ear rape to everyone. Anyways, hello. I am back. I am streaming again. This week has been incredibly hectic, as evidenced by the fact that this was supposed to be a stream I was supposed to do last week. But you know, complications arise, real life stuff arised. Anyways, enough about that. We're finally at Samurai Warriors 4 again. I say again because we are playing this game again. Part 1, retrying it because my attempt of playing it on a actual console just did not work. It totally was because of my graphics card. But this time, we're using a totally legit emulator with a totally legit copy. Yes, I own the game. You can't say otherwise. I own the game. I can play it on an emulator. This is a totally legitimate copy. You cannot execute me, Mitsuhide. This is legal. It's good to finally play this game. And I think finally I can progress with it without worrying about lag. I should probably knock on wood though. There we go. Except my desk is made of wood, so I can perpetually unjinx myself. Samurai Warriors 4. Yeah! This is a tie between my favorite Samurai Warriors game next to Samurai Warriors 2. I'm not sure which one I like better. I love playing both. 2 is a good challenge, but the storyline isn't very serialized, so you end up getting just an experience for one character only. And depending on the character you choose, not many of the stories are that great anyways. They don't really have much meat to them. Like, you're not going to get much story when you play as, say, Nohime than you do as playing someone like, say, Nobunaga. Nohime is pretty much just there. Anyways, Samurai Warriors 4. I'm unable to sign into the PSN because this is a totally legitimate copy on an emulator. Yes, it is. Also, I wasn't able to update the game, so anything that came in a later update, I probably won't be able to play. I will figure that out. I am wondering, though, do I have the content from... No, I do not. I do not have the content from DLC. The DLCs that I own. Oh well. We will be fine. Those are mostly just music DLCs. I will figure out what to do about that later. For now, let's just start the game. And it's a shame that I couldn't get the capture card to work, because if that was the case, I would have been able to play network multiplayer with someone who also owns the game and also owns a PlayStation 3. Although we don't have to pay for online if I remember correctly, so yay! Take that, PS4 and every console above that. Even the Xbox 360 force you to pay a membership in order to play online with other people. So take that, Microsoft! Alright, so last time we started as the Oda, and then I quickly realized that this story is long and it covers a lot of events from almost every other story we're going to play as. So I feel it's a little better to start with the poster boys of the series. We're going to start with... I was about to say Mitsuhide, because I'm so used to that. We're going to start with the Sanada brothers, while they were in alliance with the Takeda. That is Shingen Takeda at the bottom, the leader of the Takeda clan. Shingen Takeda, known as the Tiger of Kai, is supported by the young Sanada brothers. It's very young. Very, very young. Like, I'm talking 5 years old. Man, they are amazing soldiers. And they look like adults. Now, a battle to lead him on the path of conquest is about to begin. Okay. So we have 4 stages compared to Nobunaga's, like, 9 or 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 9. It's 8 stages, actually. Yeah, 8 stages. I'm not sure if there's an extra one that gets added at the end, but Nobunaga's is incredibly long compared to the other characters. Everyone else seems to be only 4 stages. Also, I noticed that the question mark storylines are spoiled by the name, title, and the characters in the background. Well, I guess people are going to be spoiled by historical events. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Anyways. The Battle of Kawanakajima. This is a test of strategy against your nemesis, Kenshin Uesugi. Defeat the Uesugi army using the Woodpecker Plot. This, I believe, is one of the earliest battles in the Sengoku era. At least one of the earliest that Samurai likes to portray. Yeah, it does seem only fair to start with the titular brothers cutscene. Especially since it's prevalent in the opening all over the place. They're so adorable, too. And they look amazing when they grow up. Especially Nobuyuki. Nobuyuki is probably my favorite of the brothers. Just look at him, his design is amazing. Also the black and white motif with their hair too. Polar opposites, and yet they're still brothers. I think that's supposed to resemble a Tengu mask. Although, you got me, honestly. Also, pay no attention to the totally legit compiling shaders in the back and on the bottom. I also just noticed that there's no subtitles for this. Oh my. There's no subtitles talking about the battles. Well, that was interesting. Okay, so it just showed up late. The subtitles were just late on the train ride to the studio. Okay. Basically, they were just describing Kenshin and Uesugi's long-standing rival. Did I say Kenshin and Uesugi? I meant Kenshin and Shingen. So this was a battle, a very important battle for both their rivalries. This was going to determine whether or not who will take the lead to the capital and take charge of the country as a whole. Or at the very least, part of their countries. I mentioned it offhandedly, but it's so weird after playing, or not really playing, I haven't played it yet, seeing Spirit of Sanada, the spiritual successor to Samurai Warriors 4, where it takes the Sanada brothers, or just the Sanada clan in general, and chronicles all of their tales, starting from Yukimura and Nobuyuki's father, all the way to the end of the clan with Yukimura Sanada. Well, I say end, but there's a big twist as well. And after witnessing that, it's really weird to go back to the earlier games and just see Shingen's rise to power and have the Sanada brothers be right next to him. Because these guys are supposed to be really, really young at this point. They're supposed to be babies. They're toddlers. Sanada babies. But yeah. We have 5 different options here. We can go with the brothers, or we can go with the leader of the actual clan that we're playing as. You know, the one that doesn't have top billing in this storyline. And we also have the Sanada's fabled ninja, Kunoichi. Her name is just Kunoichi, as in female ninja. Nothing more, nothing less. And also, I don't know if he was around at the time, or if he was really in league with the Takeda. My memory on his interactions with them is a little skewered. I'm pretty sure he does follow them near the end, but yeah, Sakon Shima, a wandering strategist in these games. I like his moveset because he uses a Buster Sword with a crescent opening at the end. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Well, since this is the first story, let's play as the Sanada brothers. Try them out. Yeah, I know, I probably should play as Shingen, but what of it? We'll try him out next time. So this is a new file. We're not going to have any weapons with skills or items or anything like that. So we're just going to have to go into this battle bare bone. Just before I forget, I'm going to turn the sound effects down a little bit. Sometimes you can barely hear the music as it is, so... I would turn down the voice volume as well, but I noticed during the test, the PS3 test, the music ended up drowning them out anyways, and I really wanted to hear Nobunaga's laugh. That's what I get for trying to talk too fast. I end up mispronouncing these very difficult to pronounce foreign names. It's almost like it's not even my language. Also, I like how I am so used to having Discord open in the background that I instinctively press it to check to see if anything is happening, even though I had it turned off via my task manager because it might take up a bit of memory. There we go. Yeah, don't want that parading in the background. Alright, I think we're good. No, we're not going to return to the title screen. Every clan also has their own type of genre that they play off of with their music. Takeda has this distinct rock feel to it. Rock feel with a bit of techno mixed into the background. But you can mostly hear the prevalent guitars. Anyways, basic movement, you move with the L stick. Normal attack, you press the square button, or in my case, the X button, since I'm using a Xbox One controller now, which, yes, feels incredibly awkward. And finally, power attack. The power attack is a powerful attack that you can use after a normal attack, or if you press it by itself, you can initiate a hyper attack, which has your character speed around the general area, taking out little mooks. It isn't very effective against bosses, aka officers, the people who are named, so it's never really a good idea to use those on them. Unless you can get off a hyper attack plus a square attack, which will unleash an additional attack that I don't think they can block. It'll at least do slight damage to them. You also have your special attack, R1. Each character has their own individual special attack. It can range from buffs to an actual attack to anything really. And block, it's going to be important for later. You definitely want to block in this game, just like the previous Warriors games. Don't let Dynasty Warriors, modern Dynasty Warriors confuse you. Block is actually really good. And we'll gain more movesets as we level up. For now, our officers, if I can actually find it, it's really difficult to find the attack moves in this game. Yukimura Sanada is a power attack oriented character, while Nobuyuki Sanada is a hyper attack oriented character, which means he will have more hyper attacks and he will be tailored to those specifically, so his hyper attacks will be really good. He'll probably be faster than Yukimura when he uses his hyper attacks. There are also types of characters that have extra strings of power attacks added to them, so like square, triangle, triangle, triangle will eventually be a thing, or square, square, triangle, 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 and some characters will just have progressively more and more normal attacks compared to the others. So Nobuyuki will probably always have like 5 strings, while for, or you can, yeah, one character will have probably 5 normal attack strings, while another character may have up to 8. But those characters usually never have an extra power attack string added to them. It gets a little complicated when you try to explain it, but overall it'll become easier once we see the visuals of the movesets. In any case, Nobuyuki's special skill is swap the amount of your Muso and Spirit Gauge. So if you have a max amount of Muso Gauge, the special attack that you activate with the circle button, you can transfer that to your Spirit Gauge, which is basically your invincible mode. So really, really handy, especially since Muso fills up really fast. Nobuyuki was definitely one of my favorites playstyle-wise. And Yukimura is a straight-up attack. His special skill charges up and unleashes a powerful forward thrust attack. Charges more quickly following a power attack. So you can combo that together, apparently. Let's try that out. Doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, you can charge it and it goes farther, and he adds fire to it. Ooh. It's pretty cool. So Shingen is talking strategies. Both him and Kenshin are very prolific strategists. Open the gate. Right, we have our objectives. Objectives are important missions in this game, and if you complete them, you progress the storyline, and you may even get better results as the battle continues. Defeat Takai Suibara to break through the central garrison. The battle situation will change dramatically as new objectives are issued. By clearing objectives, the battle conditions will change in your favor, and you may also receive EXP or other rewards. Yep. We can also press the select button to switch characters, and if we go to the pause menu, we can tell characters what to do and where to go. We can even tell them to wait in specific locations too. Yeah, that's Nobuyuki. We're going to tell him to head over here. Leave this to us, my lord. Thank you, tiny child soldier. Who, actually, if I remember correctly, isn't even born yet. Yeah, you know what? Nobuyuki and Yukimura aren't even born at this point. I don't know why Nobuyuki wasn't moving for some reason, but okay. We're gonna place him for this officer battle. We are truly blessed to be alive right now. Nice. I even got a killing blow at the end too. Oh, aren't they the best brothers? They care so much about each other. So I definitely can notice that his hyper attacks are way faster than Yukimura's. So once we use his special skill, our Muso, will be converted to our Spirit. Our Spirit Gauge is those blue circular bars at the top of our character icon at the bottom. So that's a pretty unique way of fighting. The thick fog has enveloped the battlefield. This was the thing that happened and sort of left the Takeda unable to really do anything. Low visibility. Defeat the enemy soldiers in order to assist your allies in their march. So we need to defeat 200 soldiers. Attack effectiveness. The various different attack moves have different levels of effectiveness against different types of opponents. And this is something I never really noticed while playing the game. I never really paid attention to this particular tutorial fact, that certain enemies, even the tiny mooks, have special weapon triangles apparently, or special types. I guess that's the attack type orientation, and the hyper attack orientation that Yukimura and Nobuyuki have, which makes them more effective against certain people. I always just assumed hyper is better against mooks, attack is better against officers. Yeah, here it is. Hyper attacks are effective against ordinary soldiers. So essentially you want to just use special, you want to use specific moves in correlation for the specific enemies. And attack effectiveness. Your attack increases, or your proficiency with a special attack, or just any attack, increases the more you use it. This, by and large, is something I never really paid attention to either. But it does allow you to learn new moves in addendum to the one you have more proficient with. And it also increases the effectiveness and speed of the move. Yeah, this is something, again, I never really paid attention to, but it's there. It's a mechanic. Let's use a Musou. Another great thing about Nobuyuki is that his Musou forces him to stay still, which is actually better than you think. You don't want to move a lot when you're using it. Kagekatsu Uesugi and Kanetsugu Nao. Yeah, I think these two are named characters. They're going to be officers later on. Musou attacks, even though we already just used it. Successfully landing attacks on the enemy will cause your Musou gauge to fill. Once the gauge reaches a certain level, you can use part of the gauge by executing a particularly devastating attack. Musou attack, the circle button. Inflict massive damage to nearby enemies, and a true Musou attack. Press circle while health gauge is in red, unleash an even powerful version of the Musou attack. And there's also another thing. When you are in low health, your Musou gauge gradually refills. It's like you have a Musou regen effect. So, decent strategy is to have your health as low as possible, then just dodge every single enemy's attacks, probably with a hyper attack, until your Musou gauge refills so that you can use a true Musou attack. By and large, you're only really going to need that if you're on the brink of death, so... Impressive. Alright, we're gonna kill this barracks captain real quick, and Yukimura, sorry, got my brothers mixed up. He's gonna keep trying to get towards the officers. Where'd he go? He vanished. I guess he's gone. Morale 1. The enemy army features standard bearers, who have the ability to create red zones around them. Red zones are the areas marked in red on the map. Any enemies encountered within the red zone will be significantly powered up, so you want to defeat the standard bearers before you take on any of the mooks or officers. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Red zones can be nullified by defeating the standard bearer. Yeah. Speaking of which... There we go. Now everyone is neutered, and most of the little troops have fallen right to their butt. And they're easy picking now. Out of my way! What's the button? Oh, hey! An officer. Well, I was just about to summon my horse, but okay. Engineers have destroyed the Kaizu West Gate. Uh-oh. We might need to get Nobuyuki all the way there, up there. We're gonna have him get a horse. And we're gonna head over here to protect them. Have him wait in this location. Yeah, I can't let them do that. Oh, I see. Yeah. I saw a bunch of horses headed towards my general direction. Classic Lord Kenshin. Alright, that takes care of that mission. The future of Takeda is secure. About that. Yeah, he certainly likes to refer to himself in the third person, doesn't he? Alright, time to take out the two named guys, who actually have unique designs. I am the successor to the god of war. Kagekatsu is the adopted son of the leader of the army, Kenshin Uesugi. Technically the heir of his clan, though. And Kagekatsu, or Kanetsugu, actually, is one of his vassals. He has a funny hat. Yeah, we're gonna have to get over there with Nobuyuki after this. You've grown stronger. Now for me. Alright, we need to save our commander because he's currently fighting another officer. Might be a little too far away from my cyclone attack. You can also control his cyclone to a marginal degree. I do like Nobuyuki's weapon as well. It's a giant katana, and I think it's like dual-sided too, if he wants to. Yeah, he can just make it dual-sided whenever he brings out the other blade. Pretty unique. I can't even confidently say if that's an actual thing in history at this time. When this game takes place in. Which is the Sengoku Jidai period. We'll have him be free and coming all the way over here. Actually, we'll need him over here because there's a Usami all the way down there. That's enough for me. Yeah, Kanetsugu, you were on your last legs. Stay down. With my eyes on the prize, you can't get me. Alright, the gates are open. Let's march! Oh. Oh, but it was a trap. The place where we thought Kenshin was, it was actually just a doll. Is that Kenshin? He certainly lost a lot of figure. The woodpecker plot has been thwarted. Oh man, the entire top of the map has just been filled. The Uesugi army has appeared in Hachimanbara. It's a raid, and they're heading straight towards our commanding officers. So he used the fog as a deliberate visionary tactic to distract us. Yeah, we're gonna have to go up there. Fast. I'm Shingen's brother. Uh-oh. One of our officers is taking the fall. Shingen's brother, Nobushige, or not Shingen, yeah, Shingen's brother, Nobushige, is heading straight towards the enemy lines as a distraction. Oh, we got a new move. Anyways, we got a new move. Everyone is dying in our army, but hey, we can actually do more hyper attacks. Yay! Yeah, we have to retreat now. This battle turned to us winning to a tactical retreat. Actually, no, we're taking the offense now. I guess when you think about it, yeah, we don't really have much of a choice. It's either we run with our tails between our legs and eventually get killed, or we take the fight to them. Defeat Kagamochi Amakasu. Okay. Thankfully our opening is cleared, and this way leads nowhere. For the Aya. For the sake of my dear brother. We have Kenshin's sister, Aya, the scariest character here. Defeat Aya and all the Onmyoji, because of course she would have Japanese summoners on her side, in order to lower the bridge. What? His brother has already died? Nobushige has been slain. We couldn't even help him. Yeah, the worst part about this is that everyone's morale is lowering. So even if we're going on the offense, that's not going to mean much if our army doesn't even believe in themselves. Left this world before me. Probably was a younger brother too. At the very least, we defeated that guy. We secured a western route. Morale 2. Both allied and enemy armies have fluctuated morale levels, which can be checked at a glance on the morale gauge. Yeah, the bar at the top. Red means the enemy army, blue means our army. When the enemy morale is high, red zones will appear and all enemy soldiers within will be significantly powered up. And that's really bad for your enemy officers too. Enemy morale can be lowered by completing objectives and defeating officers. So just defeat as many named officers as you can. Can't really do anything here, sadly. I swear I will win this battle. That's a nice statue, though. It's the god of scarecrows. Alright, let's go, dear brother. Off to go beat a woman. Oh, hey, speaking of woman, there's Kunoichi. Yukimura, you wait right here. I'll go deal with Aya and her Omihojis. Her Japanese summoners. Good thing they don't summon Shikigamis in this game. We'd have an extra stage on our hands. We'd have to face against a nine-tailed fox and a giant cat. Although they do use magic. This is based off of history, but, you know, it also has some fantastical elements to it. As evident by the fact that we're a one-man army. It is my task to teach you fools a lesson of love. Yeah, Aya is very weird. She's the type of character who has the most soothing and sensual voice, but also says the most scariest of things. And straight up means the best well-intentions for the people that she cares about, even though she also has that same tone with those people. Okay, we've cleared this barrack. Oh, this guy's powered up, as evident by his red aura. Okay, yeah, this area is filled with the red aura. We need to deal with this fast. There's a ton of enemy officers right here. We're gonna deal with this guy next to our other homies. Oh, everyone is powered up. Never mind. Time to use our super attack. Nobuyuki has been saving this for the entire time, even though we were supposed to use it earlier. My nemesis is up to his name. This battle started with us having the advantage, to the Uesugi taking the advantage, and also a bunch of lives. And eventually to us gaining the upper hand. In fact, we've gained the upper hand so much that it's actually playing the victory theme for us. The God of War theme. Defeat enemy officers. Yep. Now we have to clean up around here. Gosh, there's so many stuff on... There's so many enemies on screen that the emulator can't handle it. But hey, it's handling it quite well, actually. No enemy shall ever defeat me. That also powers up his Muso gauge as well. Just using his special attack. I'm having a lot of fun playing as Nobuyuki. I'm sorry, who are you? I don't think we've met yet. Speaking of which. Zenkoji. Okay, so there's provisions that we can take. Let's go take them. Ooh, speaking of which, where's my brother? I want to do a double Muso attack. Oh yeah! The bros. Being bros. So cool. Yeah, so apparently the game... it was too much to handle for the game. Wow, okay. Alright, so for this we're gonna have to lower the bitrate a little bit. Let's see. You know what? I was hoping I would be able to use my, my VTuber character, but I don't think I'll be able to for this game, considering it's a emulator. So I think I'm just gonna have to say goodbye to my VTuber for now. And we will just have to play with slightly lowered bitrate. About 4,000. It went longer than I expected, though. There we go. This is also sort of a test with the PS3 emulator, because I haven't tested it yet, so, you know, this was like the perfect opportunity to do so. But overall, I think my PC can handle this. Maybe lowering the quality of the actual emulator itself will help in the future as well. Alright, we defeated enemy officers. Nice! Tells me we probably won't need those provisions. Yeah, he lost his brother, but he's still fighting with all of his intent. Yeah, I think the game expected us to head here immediately and take out this gatekeeper. Would have lowered morale. Nemesis' plot failed, and yet he has come far. Aren't you proud of him? Kenshin and Shingen have this friendly rivalry relationship to each other. They're kind of like frenemies at this point. Oh, it's the spouting hellfire. Defeat Kagetsuna now to secure Zenkoji. About that. We sort of already did that. Oh wow, Kenshin is making a break towards our enemy officer. Oh no, he's making a break towards us. Oh gosh. With his sword of Susanoo. The multiple pronged sword. Well, since we're already this close to the end, might as well clear out every single officer on the stage. Make quick work of everyone. Ooh-ha-ha. Oh no, you don't. There we go. Didn't even need to do my finisher on him. Alright, let's see. I'm curious, have we gotten any new moves that I might have missed? Yukimura didn't get anything, but that's because I haven't been playing as him all that much. All officers. Yeah, Kenshin is the last. And then there was one. We'll fight him using Nobuyuki, since he is my favorite. Dude, you're already dead. Alright, Kenshin, face me, my brother, and my brother's horse. To the god of the heavens. Specifically Bishamonten, the god of war. As Kenshin believes he's like either a vassal of Bishamonten or a reincarnation of Bishamonten. Not exactly sure. Either way, he reveres that particular god. So does this mean Nobuyuki just committed deicide? Let's not talk about that. Congratulations, brother. Nay. And brother's horse. Auspicious beginnings, oh yeah. We missed a mission. Well, this mission is locked only if you play as Shingen. So you have to play as Shingen in order to do this mission. This one, I have no idea. We definitely missed this one. Huh. I assumed I did everything. Oh well. Alright, so we can increase in level We gain experience at the end of battles, and through levels we can gain new moves. Yukimura has gained more normal attacks, and Yukimura, or Nobuyuki, has gained same thing. We can also acquire weapons from battles. The weapons are those big box drops from enemies that you can get while in battle, and new weapons end up having new skills attached to them too. We have Alacrity, which increases your speed. Potency increases your weapon's power. That's pretty handy. And Nullification decreases damage taken from enemies' elemental attacks. That sounds niche, but can potentially be good if the enemy uses elementals. And many weapons have elemental properties tied to them with skills. So we're probably going to eventually get some elemental skills on some of our weapons. That's not bad. We also got Hoarder. Acquire items more easily. You're going to want that if you want to grind for items. And we have Determination. We have the determination to complete this clan's quests by increasing attack strength and defense when health is very low. That is very niche, and I don't relatively use that one because I never like to be at low health. Got another one. Ooh, we got an element actually. This has the earth element, Tremor. Rocks accompany your attacks and knocks out enemies and inflicts additional damage. We also have a secondary element too. Frost. Ice accompanies your attacks and stops enemies' movements. So a freeze. Bravery decreases damage taken from officers. That's probably our best weapon that we got so far. Constitution. Increase the amount of health gauge refills by... Yeah, overall I used him more, but Nobuyuki got the worst weapons. And we also got gems, which we can use to do different things later on. That will come into play later. And we also get items. You have acquired an item. There are a variety of different types of items, from health recovery items to those which increase attack strength. Used wisely, they can help turn the battle in your favor. Items can be equipped under equipment and pre-battle screen. So yeah, you use a item by selecting it with the D-pad, left or right, and then you use it by pressing down on the D-pad. And they can range from Dongo, a healing item, a small heal for you and nearby enemies, to Flare Blade for 60 seconds to add lightning elemental to your attack. Not bad. Fortune Amulet, for 120 seconds, defeated enemies will have 25% chance of dropping gold. And whenever we get duplicates of the items, we sell them for extra gold. By and large, you're going to get items every time you defeat an officer, and certain officers will have items attached to them. Specifically, it's the officers that are named and are playable characters. Yeah, we technically won though, but it came at a cost. Our leader's dear brother. Any brother to sacrifice his life for the sake of his own kin? Yeah, that's someone who should be respected, especially in a time of war like this. Oh, he must be devastated, but yeah. His brother died for the sake of not only his own brother, but for Shingen's ambition, his brother's ambition. This was all part of the plan, I guess. Nobuyuki is obviously taking this a little difficult though, because he has his own brother. What is it? Hey, Kunoichi! It's our groupie. She has an adorable voice too. After everything that's happened, after Nobuyuki dealt with almost the entire army, yeah, I need a break. That's not true. I play as both of them equally. I get so hot in battle. You know what I mean, Kunoichi? Yeah, so Kunoichi's role in these games is basically as a protector for the Sanada. She's based off of the many ninja that the Sanada had under their rule. She's not necessarily based off of one singular person in history, although I'm not exactly sure myself. She might actually be based off of a specific kunoichi, but in terms of who she is in the game, she's just a random one with no actual name. As secretive as a ninja should be, apparently. Yeah, but he's a good master. He cares about you. Then would you care to sleep with me? Not in that way. The eye behind the mask. No kidding. This is one of the most famous battles after all. With so many twists and turns that happened, it definitely will go down. So this battle was to determine who will have Kai and Shinano, the surrounding areas that the battle took place in. And I guess Shingen will have them. Well, yeah, he's gonna continue. No! You mean our leader, our clan leader, who was dead set on this war-filled battle, is gonna want more? Okay, Sakon. Alright, and now it's for the next battle. Invasion of Suruga. Or Suruga. Tear through the enemy like a raging inferno. Defeat the Imagawa Hojo coalition. So the Imagawa, if you remember from the failed last part, or first part, when we played as the Nobunaga story, they were the first battle that we had to fight, and they were the large Imagawa army that was eventually slain by Nobunaga. This hasn't happened yet because Takeda takes place before this, and they are in line with their sister clan, the Hojo. I did not mean to press B twice. The Hojo is this clan, led by Ujiyasu Hojo in this game, but I don't think he was the main leader in actual history. In any case, they have joined forces, and we are going to have to stop them. They are based around the eastern side of the southeastern corner of Japan. As you can see, the battle takes place a little to the left of their sanction. But yeah, I also didn't notice that it tells the locations of when these battles took place in. Interesting. Did not know that. I believe the Imagawa and the Hojo are related by blood, or related by marriage. Not even a moment to mourn the death of his brother, jeez. Yeah, he certainly is on a conquest for war. Yeah, don't they always dream of a world where a kingdom with peace? The capital of Kyoto. Actually, no, this takes place after Yoshimoto's death, that's right. Yoshimoto died at Okinazawa. Yeah, Okehazama. And Yoshimoto's son, Ujizane, has taken control. Only Nobuyuki knew why his lord was trying to move so quickly. Really? What does he know? Uchiyasu looks so cool. Like, he looks so rough and gruff. The headband really sells his design. Also, the fact that his weapon is a cane mixed with a shotgun. Isn't that amazing? Alright, so we played as the Sanada brothers. Let's try out a different team this time. Apparently, people have their own affinities with each other, as evident by these smiley faces. Yeah, Yukimura has great affinity with Kunoichi. As such, she also has great affinity with him. Sakon seems to not have great affinity with anyone. Although, Shingen seems to have great affinity with him. In any case, let's try and play as... Well, I actually like Kunoichi. The ninja characters in this game, and while there aren't much, there's about 4 ninja characters. By and large, their gameplay is all about speedy mixed with fast attacks. So I'm a big sucker for that. They also are the only characters who can double jump in this game, so sadly they relegated that to 4 characters instead of Dynasty Warriors, where they relegated to specific types of characters. In any case, we'll be playing as Kunoichi, and I could try out Sakon, or I could continue playing as Nobuyuki. I like Nobuyuki. Yeah, we'll be playing as the brother and his brother's ninja. I don't know, why are you asking me? Nobuyuki's the one who knows, apparently. Right, it wasn't the, no, okay. So all 3 of these clans, the Takeda, the Imagawa, and the Hojo are all related by marriage, by some sort of marriage. I don't exactly remember, but I think Imagawa, Yoshimoto Imagawa's sister was married to Ujiyasu Hojo. And Shingen, I think there's some sort of marriage pact with them as well. It's like a triangle of alliances. There were preordained marriages, arranged marriages, to keep this alliance alive. And now that one of the founding leaders of this alliance is dead, we are just going to dissolve this alliance and attack the very clan that we swore allegiance to. So, whoever we got married to, who's part of the Imagawa or Hojo clan, well, sucks to be them. We're gonna fight their family. Yeah, Shingen is moving way too quickly with this move. I know something, but I'm not gonna tell you. Isn't that all you think about, Yukimura fighting? That's all he thinks about. I know, right? You have it rough. Ooh, he even has a cool nickname, the Lion of Sagami. Probably something lion related. The lion's roar. Roar. Alright. We have 3 items, so we're just gonna equip them all. Might as well. Whenever you switch a character, the items will always stay dependent on the first slot and the second slot. So, first slot character, which is Kunoichi. Switch out Kunoichi for, say, Yukimura, and Yukimura will always have these specific items equipped to him. So, that's pretty handy. You don't have to constantly adjust items for every single character. This one is the only good one we have for Nobuyuki. It raises his attack power at the very least. Okay. Let's familiarize ourselves with Kunoichi. Basic stuff. Her special skill, become invisible. Excuse me? Attacking while invisible does more damage. How does that work? I guess she's hitting their vital points because they can't see her, so she has free reign to attack them. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But do we become invisible to the enemy? Probably not. It's probably just an extra buff, but it's a ninja buff. Alright, this battle, we only have the top part available to us for now. Also, one of my favorite songs from this game, Conflagration. Another cool thing about stages in this game is that, you know, you'll be playing as all the clans, so each clan will have their own perspective on certain stages. This particular stage, we will be playing as the Hojo later on, and when you play as a clan's different perspective on a stage, they will have their own remix of the song. So right now we have Conflagration Takeda version, and later on we'll have Conflagration's Uesugi version, not Uesugi, Hojo version. I like that detail. I like it. It's pretty cool. Commands. Yeah, we can automatically dish out a command by pressing the top button on the D-pad, which is actually kind of handy, instead of just going to the main menu all the time. Also, she Naruto runs. I'm pretty sure Naruto came out before Samurai Warriors 1, which is where Kunoichi first came from and did this move. But yeah, she does the Naruto run. She is a ninja through and through. She also has a cool leap type of hyper attack. Spirit Charge. Successfully landing attacks on the enemy will cause your spirit gauge to fill. Once the gauge reaches a certain level, you can use part of the gauge to execute certain special moves. Spirit Charge. X, after a successful attack, will charge attack and break down the enemy's block. I never use that because it ends up using a Spirit Charge, and I don't like to do that. I like to keep them. Don't you die out there. Okay, so she loses her invincibility, apparently. Maybe she does become hidden. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, she's a lot of fun. Okay, she can still be hit. We will side with the Takeda. Traitors! Traitors to the Hojo! Off with their heads. Rage. Yeah, this is what we did with our characters in the last battle. Press the R3 button, which is the control stick, down. Whenever you have a full spirit gauge, will activate your rage. And you will do significantly more damage, and you will become invincible for a short amount of time. I think invincible. Not exactly sure. And if you press your Muso button, you do a Muso Frenzy attack. This is only if you have a full Muso, though. Don't think you can do it without it. Yeah, her little hop whenever she does her hyper attack is so cool. Defeat the enemy officers. Alright. Advanced moves. Mighty Strike. So this is what we did in the last battle. A couple times. Mighty Strike. Press triangle when the icon is displayed. Unleash a devastating Mighty Strike to inflict massive damage. The Mighty Strike is a particularly powerful attack, but it can only be inflicted when the icon is displayed above an opponent's head. In order for this to happen, certain conditions must be met, such as lowering the enemy's health to a certain level and stunning the enemy. And you can stun the enemy by blocking them when they're doing an attack towards you. There's a particular skill, or not really skill, it's more like a what's the word of a mechanic that you can do, but it wasn't meant to be used in the actual game. Exploit. There's an exploit in the game where if you just constantly mash the guard button, the enemy will eventually attack you and the guard will be successful, so you end up stunning them. So you can essentially do mass special attacks that way. Barracks. Battlefields occasionally feature buildings known as barracks. Allied reinforcements will emerge from allied barracks, while enemy reinforcements will appear from enemy barracks. Defeat the barracks captain, defending the barracks to seize it for your army. Furthermore, the rice bales found near barracks contain recovery items. Yes, the food libraries. We'll go get the food libraries right now. Bonus objectives by fulfilling certain conditions in battle. The bonus objectives may be set. clear these bonus objectives and you can receive additional rewards and what. I feel like we've already been through this. When the inactive party member fulfills the condition for the bonus objective to be unlocked, an icon will be displayed on the screen. So best to switch to them. In which case... charge forward! So we need to defeat some enemy officers. Escort Nobuoki Asahina to the summit garrison. Okay, we're escorting the guy who's right next to us. Advanced moves 2. Flip. L1 or X after being knocked in the air. Regain your balance in mid-air. Yeah. Whenever you get flung into the air, it's best to just mash the X button. The jump button, technically. I think it's a jump button, yeah. And Shadow Dodge. X when about to take damage. Use up the Spirit Gauge and dodge the enemy's attack. So it's always good to have some Spirit Gauge left over. And the Perfect Block. So this is what it is. Perfect Block L1 when about to take damage. Block the enemy's attack. Follow it up by pressing triangle when prompted to unleash a Mighty Strike and turn the tables. And you can just spam the L1 button for the Perfect Block. Oh hey, it's now Tora. The E family percepts state. Yeah. So she's aligned herself with the Imagawa, as her clan did previously during the battle against Nobunaga. And as such, she's also fighting with the Hojo too. Look even more serious than usual. Thank you? I'll take that as a compliment. I'm out of here! Gosh, that scream. Oh. Yeah, he blocked my hyper. Enemy officers end up blocking your hyper attacks, so it's not a good idea to use it against them. Alright. So we'll need to defeat one more enemy officer and we'll complete that mission. And there we go. We're good. Now back to Kunoichi. Yeah, I love her little laugh. She's such a fun character, you know? Always has been. I've always been a big fan of Kunoichi, especially her moveset. And now we have extra power attack strings to our power attacks. So let's check those out. Okay, so 1 gives us a leap. 2 allows us to toss our weapon. Oh, no, I was using the wrong one. That was the third one. Oh! She leaps into the air, and then she flings poison at everyone. Our lord acts as if he has little time left. Oh. Yeah, Kunoichi is probably going to be a character I'll try a lot over time. Defeat now Tora Ie and prevent Nobukimi Anayama from being defeated. Alright, well we gotta hit there now. Go, my ninja! Go! Naruto, run to victory! Oh, my invisibility ran out. Yeah, my PC ended up dying again. Oof. Okay. That was unfortunate. Oh, I guess it didn't capture the assets line. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think something is wrong with my PC. Either people are using Wi-Fi in my house a lot and it's causing my PC to be disconnected a lot, or the stream is just too much to handle. I honestly don't know. Well, to be fair, the power usage is incredibly high for this. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna restart the stream, and this time I am going to use a different video encoder. So this is probably gonna be like part 2. I will be back, and let us hope this fixes the crashing problem. So I will stop the stream now, and then we'll do like a part 1.2.